going to do that. We're doing this again. So let's see. This is the second time we're doing it. It's the second time that I'm doing a Talk to Spirits. So in this show, I think it's working. I think we are connected. I'm relaxed. I just came back from the gym, so I'm still sweating a little bit, as you can see. And I just want to make sure that everything is working well. Every time I do a show, I check that everything is working perfectly. Then I feel cool, I feel good, I feel secure, I feel like everything is functioning and working, and it seems to be sending data. Yeah, clack, 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 connecting, connecting, connecting. We are reconnecting. That's what we do. Okay, that's working too. Because as I said, in this house, I do everything. I talk to the spirits, I connect the wires, I make sure that the tech is working well so we can all connect and talk to spirits. That's what we do on Monday. Okay, it's working now. Let me see if YouTube is working as well, because as you know, you can see this on YouTube every Monday. Monday at 6 p.m. LA time, and New York 9 p.m. And of course, you can watch it from all around the world if you're still awake or if it's not too early for you. So basically, Talk to Spirit is a show I do every Monday. The idea is, I've done it last Monday. It's really the first time I'm doing it. I do readings for clients from a distance, but this kind of show where I'm talking to, to you, like on Zoom, connecting with me, it's something very new for me. I have to say it's a little bit challenging. It's more challenging than meeting someone or having someone face to face and being able to concentrate on that one person, that one spirit. So this is kind of an experiment I'm doing at the moment. And I will see how it goes, through the weeks, and see if it works out. Last week was a little bit challenging because I remember at the end of the show we talked about somebody who had committed suicide. So that was a little bit. That was a bit of a shock for me when I connected to that spirit, and it was like really a little bit scary. So let me explain you first what is a medium, the difference between a medium and a psychic, and what are spirits. And I explained a little bit last week already, but I think it's always interesting to talk about it again, to bring clarity on that, because it is a subject that we will all be confronted with. There's always a moment, okay, there are people actually waiting to get in the room. So let me get Mattia, and let me get Wendy as well, who's going to come in. Hello, Mattia. Hello, Wendy. Welcome to the Zoom. I think everything is connecting, so it's great. So as I was saying, Wendy and Mattia, I don't know if you're hearing what I was saying before, but I was trying to explain, what are spirits, how we can connect with people from the other dimensions, and why it's important to, to have this conversation, because there's always a moment where we know someone who died, or we don't really know where we are going. And I like to remind this experience I had when I was 20. So I'm going to tell you this experience I had that kind of brings me clarity in terms of where we are going after life. I was very tired that day. I was coming back from work, and a friend of mine was a Reiki healer. He told me he was studying Reiki or something. I didn't really know what it was back then. And I was like, I'm really tired tonight. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Tomorrow I don't want to wake up and go to work. I was a recruitment consultant back then. So that's like a long time ago. I was 20 years old, my first job. And so I was doing recruitment, and very, very tired. The phone ringing all the time, and having to wake up very early and going out at night. Anyway, so we're very, very tired at work. So that night, this friend said, I'm going to do a Reiki thing for you. So tomorrow you will not be tired. And I was like, okay, let's try, because, I'm really not feeling good right now. And, waking up in the morning, going to work. And anyway, I was like really, and so we hold each other's hands. And I said the story last week, but I think it's important to say it again. So we're sitting like facing each other on the carpet in my bedroom. And so we closed our eyes. And then we started feeling like we were going to elevating ourselves. Our soul was kind of like going higher and higher and higher, and we could see the same thing at the same time. So we felt like we were kind of like going higher, 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 and always higher. And we're holding each other's hand, not looking at each other, eyes closed. And so that's kind of what was happening. And then in the end, we started to see a light on top, and there was a light, and there was this kind of tunnel as well. So we were not dying, but we were obviously seeing something, like getting to a certain dimension. And so we're going through this tunnel and stuff, and there was some kind of light at the end. And in the end, we found ourselves in this, like if we were on top of the universe, like what you could imagine, you know, when you take a spaceship and you go in the, you know, on top of the planet, and what you see, you know, it's dark with stars, and, you know, it's very dark, and it feels like you're in the middle of nowhere and like really high. So you can imagine when you see on TV, you know, when you are on very high level. And so it was a very pleasant experience. And then we saw this kind of cone, like a big, big cone, like a Christmas tree, but it's a cone, like it felt like everything was like a cone with a top, you know? So imagine like a Christmas tree. So we're in this huge cone, and in the cone, there were little bits of, it's huge. Imagine something really massive, really huge, like millions of miles, you know, wide, and it's going like that. And then in this cone, there were little bits of light, you know, and I think this crystal, for instance, represents very well what it was, but it's much nicer than this crystal, you know, but it was like maybe bigger, like things like that size, or I mean, you know, kind of this red, blue, green, I mean, beautiful colors. Like that, I think the thing that looks the most like this is when you see the crowns of the kings, you know, this very big ruby, but imagine like a massive ruby and really, really lit. And these things were going around like that, you know, circulating and kind of like communicating with each other, and it felt really good being there. There were people. It felt like these little piece of lights were actually people, and they were communicating with each other, and it was absolutely beautiful. And this is probably the most beautiful moment of my whole life. So it's interesting to share it with you, but I think it was the best moment in my whole life when I was in this cone. So I was very lucky to discover that when I was 20. And I think that what I saw was where you go before you were born, or after you die. You go there and you reconnect with all these crystals. These crystals are actually people. And I would think that this place where I was is where you go when you're not alive. You are in there. You are not like a person, but you are this piece of diamond or piece of ruby or piece of, you know, what is this other thing? This green emerald, you know, you're a piece of crystals like that, just kind of like hanging around. Imagine it's your soul, but your soul is like a beautiful gem, like amazing, you know, with this light, and you are, and the other ones are your friends, and there's many, and it's millions, and you're kind of communicating with each other. And that's what I think is where you go when you die. I mean, not everyone, but that's the normal process, if I would say. You know, you die, you go there, you see your friends, and then you come back and do something else. That's what would explain as well how you can have different lives, one after the other, and then you always go back there and then come down. It doesn't look like what you see on paintings or Renaissance paintings with Jesus and this and that and whatever. It doesn't look like that. It looks more almost like high tech, if I may say, you know, almost high tech and amazing, actually, very, really, really amazing. I even made a drawing of it recently because I remember this is the most vivid memory that I keep with me all the time, every minute, and it's very, very clear in my mind. So that day we went in this cone. I actually have been there again, kind of, but not exactly like that one day. And the next day I wasn't tired. I was like full of energy. And I remember when I went out from this cone, I went to the bathroom where there was like a mirror. I wanted to see my face, to remember this very moment, like that it was real. And I don't know why, to kind of like print that moment in my memory. I went in the bathroom, I looked at myself in the mirror and I said, remember that time? And of course I remember it, and I'm telling you now. So this is, I feel, where we are going. So when we communicate with spirits, someone who died, they can be reincarnated in someone else, but meanwhile, they are there. All of us have a little piece of light in there that is waiting for us, and it's kind of a part of us. So that's where I feel we go. When we cross over, we go there. And that place is always there. We're connected. It's like there's a crystal there, and we're here on Earth, and like it's connected. And we reconnect, we come back, we reconnect. And that's why we are all interconnected, you know, through this cone. And that's where we can meet everyone that we met here on this planet. But once again, it's not like a human being. It's kind of our soul, our energy. You know, like when you're in the street and you see your best friend from far away, or someone you love very much, or your boyfriend or your girlfriend, or someone from your family that you care a lot about. You see them from a distance and you feel something when you see them, like, I don't know, like 20 meters, I mean, close to you, but you see them in a crowd, you see that coming, you just saw them, you know, and you feel something. You feel a connection with them because, you know, you like them, they like you, you have a connection. That's the connection you have, like in between these diamonds and stones that are in this other dimension. which is where we go when we cross over. So anyway, I will share the drawing of that so people can see a little more clearly, but that's where we go. So when we communicate with people on the other side, this is what it is. And that's why we can actually establish a connection with this other side. Yes, and there's different layers as well. So I don't know all of it, obviously, because I'm a human and I probably have forgotten a lot of things from when I was in there, like all of us, we forget. But there's different layers as well. That what I just described is a great place to be. But there are other cases where, for instance, if you get murdered or you have a weird car crash and you did not realize you went, I mean, when you cross over, the nice process would be that you go in this other world, but there can be accidents. Like if you get murdered, suicide, things like that. I'm not saying it always happens that way, but I often have connected to people who had a car crash. They did not realize they were dead. So they were kind of in between and stuck and they didn't know. And they were like, they basically stayed at the last moment when the car accident happened and they were stuck. That's why in these cases, a medium is a very good thing to, for these ghosts or these people that are stuck because they don't know what to do. They didn't know until they had the car crash. They were driving the car. They had a normal life or sometimes a little bit crazy life. It depends, but and in one moment, poof, finish. And they end in a big hole somewhere or like on the side of a mountain. And they're like, okay, now what? So that happens to people. People can get stuck. That's where they will need someone or something to release them. You can't stay there forever because it's horrible. It's not a very nice place to be. So yes, so you can be a ghost. There's all kind of things. There's demons as well. And I'm saying that like it's a bit crazy, but I don't know if you've ever experimented things like at night, you can be sleeping sometimes. That happens to me quite often. And then I feel like something is laying on me and kind of like trying to talk to me and touch me. So there's this kind of spirits as well that can surround us. That can happen to people. I hope it didn't happen to any of you. You will tell me, but it is something that can happen as well. So there's all kind of spirits and dimension. But the regular kind of situation is that when you die, that in my belief and my experience, you go in this cone and you reconnect with all these other diamonds, these other people that were with you when you were alive. Or maybe there's other people as well that you connect with, but the whole thing is completely, that's why we're all connected, because when we go there, there's no more, society, clothing, money, traveling, healthcare. It's not about that anymore, eating pizza, eating caviar. There's none of that in there. It's like everyone is just doing, and kind of navigating in this space, and it's all about energy. It is not about material anymore. So that's what I feel. This is where I feel we go when we cross over, and then we keep a connection with here, like when someone is in this other world, we can still connect with them because we are there too somehow. As we are human beings, but we still have this connection with there. It stays forever. It never stops. It's always in there. That's why we can connect. All right. So I wanted to explain that. And then I wanted to tell you a little bit about my experience. That was my experience with going to the other side, if I may say. So yes, that was the experience. But the most important thing, regarding me communicating with spirits, the main experience I had, my parents have a beach house in France, in the north of France. And this house has a staircase, and people were always falling down this staircase, whether it was a dog, the aunt, the kids. Everyone was falling down this staircase. And I always felt that it was haunted. I felt really bad energies, and I always felt there was something in there. And until one night, I crossed this, I was in the stairs actually, and I saw this green person that looked like they had drowned, they had been drowned in water. So they looked like some kind of homeless with a weird green coat, a bit like a fisherman kind of coat thing. And the whole thing was green, the face, the body, the coat. It was a very green thing and extremely cold. And that person, well, actually, I feel a bit cold right now thinking about it, but when I crossed them, it was a horrible feeling. It was horrible. They were here in the stairs, kind of like looking at me. And that was the ghost that was haunting the house. And I thought it was someone from the family, but in fact, it wasn't. That person, my family used to have a bank, and they lent money to that person, and that person couldn't pay. That's like 100 years ago. That person could not pay, so the house was repossessed, and I think he probably died drowning somewhere, and he had a horrible life after that. My family got the house, and then the house is haunted with him because he never wanted to let go of the house, and I think he lost his family as well, and it was a horrible thing. And in the end, what happened to me, I've traveled all around the world and lived in so many apartments and houses because that ghost did not want me to feel comfortable anywhere, in any house, any apartment. So I've been traveling so much and living in so many houses and apartments until I could fix things with him and ask what he really wanted to say, and and see how I could say sorry for what the family did to him. So that's a case of a ghost. When I met this ghost person, it made sense to me that there was something a little bit strange about this ability I had to communicate with weird energies and weird things. So that was the main thing that really made me feel that ghosts or elements would sometimes talk to me, or I could feel them, talk to them. And this one was really, it's a story of my life. That one ghost in the house, I feel I had to actually fix everything that my family did to him through my whole life. So now I think it's better, I think it's much better with this house. But sometimes that can happen to us. And these ghosts or things that our family or ancestors have done, or, where we come from, what happened, that can have an impact on us. And it can bring some spirits or some ghosts that are connected to the actions of our families, or families, or it could be people that we are with or married with, or sometimes there is a connection as well. It brings ghosts, or maybe they did something bad to someone, and then there's and someone died, and that person now is annoying you because you are with this person. So there's all kind of things. But we are not alone. That's what I really want to say. We are absolutely not alone. It's not because you don't see something that it's not here. So I don't want to freak everyone out, but this is kind of what it is. So tonight in this show, what I'm trying to do, once again, I tried last week. It was interesting. It was challenging for me because it's the first time I'm trying something like that in a Zoom meeting with people watching, and so it's an experience. And so what I want to do tonight is, if any one of you right now, and I'm sure there must be people that want to connect with someone who crossed over, wants to connect, we can talk about it, and then you give me a name, and then I tell you what I see. So I have my notebook, I have my pen. Sometimes I have Hello Jan. Sometimes I have like more colors as well. But today I'm just taking one pen. It's going to be a little bit more straight to the point. And then sometimes I draw, sometimes I hear things, I feel things, I smell things sometimes. It's very often that there is a spirit that likes smells. And so they were wearing a fragrance. So it feels like I can smell something. Sometimes I get a lot of... I get a lot of things about the food sometimes. Very often when it's a grandma that used to make food for you, I like eating like sweet food and things like that. So very often when I connect, not with all of them, but it happens quite often when I connect with a grandma or someone who was making good food for you. Sometimes it's the first thing that comes to my mind, but that's me specifically because I like sweet things. I often get smells, taste, things like that, yes, but not always. It's something that happens very often. Sounds as well. Sometimes I get that. For instance, there are moments where I remember I reconnected with someone who was working in a factory. So it was a person who was working in a factory who was doing, I don't know, something with a metal, and he was like with a hammer, and it was very, very loud, and it made him crazy because of this noise. And I could hear the noise. I could really feel like a hammer kind of hammering on the metal, and he was becoming crazy. And so, so it was somebody's dad. And so I get these kind of elements, it's not always completely clear. Sometimes it is. You never know. It's always a mix. You never really know what's going to come up and what messages you're going to get. So who wants to talk first? I see we have 4 guests right now who are connected in the Zoom. So Jan disappeared. There's Wendy, there's Mattia, who I think it was maybe Mattia who was the first person to connect tonight. Yeah, I think you appeared the first. I think so. Are you there?
Oh, hi, Raphael. How are you?
I'm good. Welcome back. I see you on the Sunday now.
Thank you.
Every day.
Thank you.
That's great to see you. So, Mattia, as I was explaining, what I ask, is a name of a person you would like to reconnect. And then I see if I'm getting messages or, and then we see how we can reconnect with the person. So that's kind of how it works. And then we see if we can establish a connection. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. This is the second time I'm doing this show on Monday. So we'll see how it goes. Last time there were good things. It was not like completely accurate and completely amazing, but it was interesting. So, it's an experience we're doing all together today. So I prefer to say, and we'll see. And I guess, with this system, I have to get used to it as well. So I just wanted to say that's my little disclaimer, so don't be too hard on me if you don't get exactly the person that you ask for. And we'll see.
Okay.
So is there a name of a person, somebody you would like to reconnect with? And then I'm going to start doing my little work with my pen and see what happens.
Yes, her name was Paula.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so her name's Paula. And I wanted to say something as well. There's a bar very close to my place and they sing very loud. So sometimes it disturbs me a little bit, but I close the window. That's for the little story, the little backstage story. I'm just saying. So this is on Monday, they have this big show and there's this guy singing a lot. So, you know, when he screams, it can take me a little bit, but he's a good singer. But anyway, so let me see with Paola what I'm feeling. So the first thing I'm getting kind of a castle. You know, in Vegas, there's a place called the Excalibur Hotel, but I don't know if you've ever seen a photo of it, but it looks a little bit like Disneyland. It's this hotel that looks a bit like a castle, Disneyland castle. You know, the Disneyland in the castle in Disneyland that looks like, I think it's a Sleeping Beauty castle or something. You've seen Disneyland on photos.
The Magic Kingdom or something like
This
that.
magic thing, yes, exactly. So I feel this castle that also looks like the Excalibur in Vegas. This hotel looks a little bit like that in Las Vegas. So this is the first image I have. This kind of castle. It's very fairy tale-ish, if I may say. I'm actually drawing it right now. There's also Disney is connected to it. So you know the logo of Disney has a logo. That's a castle actually as well. So I see this castle image is important to this person, Paola. You know, this castle, the world of dreams, of fairy tales. Somebody who really liked dreams. I feel watching also maybe not science fiction but fairy tales. You know, I feel this person likes fairy tales, this whole environment, like to dream. Also like things for the children as well. Maybe when you buy Barbie dolls or things in plastic and things with all these colors, and you know, I feel all this element. This person could have been connected to toys and things, selling toys or buying toys, or she liked this kind of things, and maybe dolls as well, doing the hair. I see colors. I see a very someone who like to dream very much, you know, and who like I can see even like these how's it called again? These little bears with different colors, you know, this cartoon. I forgot how it's called, but you know, these bears that you hug and they have different colors.
Care Bears?
Yeah, Care Bears. Yeah, in English it's Care Bears. All this kind of environment, you know, I feel is very much connected to her cartoons, pink, this pink color, these little toys and all that, you know. I see this carousel, and it's very much it's a whole, I'm feeling like a whole, it's a whole cartoon I have right now in front of me, you know. I see all these things appearing. I feel it's very likely this person liked Christmas as well. You know, I feel like shiny things and decorating and putting here there, a sense of liking to decorate things as well, putting little things that we put the ball, the Christmas ball, the coal, the thing, the little animal. I see all these things. Almost a person who thought like a child, you know, very much, and she likes the child, liking really much the children world, giving them a little candy, gummy bear, very, school as well, you know. I feel this person was very connected to children and a lot of children worlds. That's what I'm sensing. Now you tell me if that's right. If you tell me it's someone who worked in the army and was shooting everyone, then that wasn't right. Then it's not the right Paola.
You're right.
Yeah,
So
that would
far,
not
so
be the right
good.
person, I think. So it can happen. Sometimes, you know, it happened to me. Sometimes I'm like, is that this person? And I say, no, this person was absolutely not like what you say. So I want to, you know, because it's an experiment, I want to make sure that, yeah. Does this speak to you, Mattia? Do you feel this environment in connection with Paola, what I just described? Does this? Yes. I just want to make sure that it's the right person. I feel because that's really what I'm feeling. You know, that this person is very connected to that. Do you confirm? I just want to make. Okay,
Yes.
cool, perfect. Yeah, I continue. So I really feel that. Now I see the ice cream as well. You know, this how is it called again? This something pop. I forgot how it's called, but you know, popsicle.
Popsicles?
Yeah, I see the popsicle. I don't. They're called ice cream, like with colors. I'm drawing it. Actually, it's not a very nice drawing, but I just show you. This is a popsicle, and this is a castle. It's not. I don't draw very well, by the way. This is a castle I was drawing. But you know, it just gives you, you know. I definitely
Nice
don't.
try.
I won't tell you my drawing, but this is a popsicle here, and I was like, and so I see all these little things. Also, these lights as well, blinking, you know, flashing. I think she really liked as well seeing all these little lights, you know, and very mesmerized when she would see things, and she would really be like, oh wow, you know, like flying around this whole environment and being very, very happy. And I feel where she is right now is very much that way. whenever when you switch the Christmas lights on, when you plug it, it's her. I don't know why, but I feel there's very much when you plug the lights or the things flashing, she's almost like the electricity that you have in the in the garland, you know.
Wow.
There's also fireworks, I feel. Whenever you see fireworks, plugging the garland as well, you know, on the tree, or when you put this Christmas decoration and things flashing and little sound as well, it's her. You know, so whenever things are happening like that, when you plug something or you go somewhere, you're like, wow, this light is beautiful. I think that's why I also feel Vegas, because Vegas has a lot of lights. Actually, I like Vegas too for that reason, because you see, I find it very beautiful in a certain kind of way. You go there, even when you watch on TV, but it's just like, when I got there, I was like, what is this? It's very surprising, I find. It's not just about gambling, about eating and stuff, but it's got all these lights and you're like, you know, I felt like I was in a paradise, you know. I feel that this person, Paola, as well, like that or would like that, but this whole light and these colors, and it's something that she thought was very beautiful. To include the Christmas lights, you know, as well, because it's similar. Christmas lights, Vegas, it's a bit similar. It's the same concept, lots of lights, and you're like, you know, with your eyes, like, wow. So all that is her world, her environment, you know. So it's all these colors. I think what she wants to tell you as well is that you have to celebrate. I know, you know, this year Christmas, like, it's complicated, people to connect with each other. You know, I'm not learning anything to anyone. Everyone knows that this year Christmas is a little bit fucked up. Sorry for the word, but for many people it won't be the most amazing Christmas. But if you can't see the people you love for this Christmas, put the lights, put the music, watch the Vegas, or put things. You have to put some vibe around you. So if you feel a bit sad, you know, this year because you can't make it the way you want, or, you know, or celebrate her, but celebrate her in another way by, you know, once again, plugging the Christmas tree, putting things on TV, you know, listening to Christmas songs. And I feel that you need to create an ambience, you know, to actually have her with you.
Okay.
So it's very much that, but don't be nostalgic, because she was very much, I feel, about the celebration, you know, the fun, and, you know, and the pretty things, and that's what she was. So she wants you to really do that, actually, for her, if I may say. You know, I think she wants you to do that for her, and keep her alive like that with the lights. You know, it's all about the lights and a lot of colors, and little candies as well, even if it's just for you, but. You know, it's simple things with colors that make her alive, if I may say, because she's on the other side. I mean, that's how I can communicate with her. So she's on the other side. She's just not with you in the room, but there's a connection. So you need to kind of, you know, with spirits, I give you an example. I have a spirit guide that I couldn't see until recently, but a lot of mediums would always tell me there's this woman behind you and you need to really be friends with her because she really protects you. Now I'm a little bit more connected, and she likes rose fragrance and perfume. I like them very much. So whenever I want to connect with her, I put some fragrance and I think of her, and she's behind me. You know, I feel this guardian angel. It's not someone I met. It is someone that's kind of connected to me. It's the same with you, with this person. When you want her with you and make her happy and be connected to her, that's what you need to do. The lights, the popsicle, I don't know why, but the little things with colors, the little candies. Buy a bag of candy, put them in a big plate, you know, big bag, and put them there as a connection and eat some. Not the whole bag. But this is how you rebuild the connection with her. You know, you need to create always this little celebration, little party around her, if I may say, because she feels comfortable when that happens in the physical world. When she sees that, she's very happy. Makes her very happy to see that. So you need to do that more. Okay. That's kind of what you say. You need to do and more celebration, more parties, more, you know, more celebrations, you know, and more things must have colors, you know. That's kind of what she's saying. Bring colors in the clothing, everything. You need more colors. Rainbow. There's a need for more rainbow around you, you know. So you need bring the colors. Yeah, that's what she's saying to you. Do you want to ask any question, specific thing, and then I can tell you how it comes? Did you want to ask something? Yeah.
Sure. I just wanted to know, was she aware that I was at her bedside in the hospital a week before her passing?
All right, let me see. So I'm doing the bed right now. So yes, because what I'm sensing is that she felt like, you know, a heat, you know, a human being has some heat, and she felt that from you. She felt it. She was feeling that from you. She felt the warmth, not heat, but warmth. Yeah, she felt warmth from you being next to her. So she felt it. She felt that there was somebody warm next to her. She felt that from you. That's how it manifested to her. She felt it. She felt the warmth sorry, from you. She felt that from you. So she felt you. She didn't see you, but she felt you were next to her. She could feel it. She could feel, you know, like when you go in a room and there's a fireplace and like you might not see it, but you instantly enter the room and you feel some heat from the fire, even if you didn't see the fire yet. That's how it was with you. So she felt that. She felt that you were next to her. She did. She's aware of it. Absolutely. And what I want to say around her, there's a lot of joy around her. That's what I want to tell you as well. You know, when someone passes away, it's not necessarily, usually people are not laughing and stuff. It's not fun, you know, you're losing someone. But where she is she's in this kind of fairy tale thing. She's really not suffering where she is. You know, she wants to remind you there's something very childlike, and it's very beautiful. She's not struggling or anything where she is. It's very, very beautiful. So you need to know that. And I think that's a very important thing as well. When you lose someone, I always like to remind my example as well. A very good friend of mine died from a car crash, one of my best friends, when we were 20. So, you know, it's a long time ago. But whenever I connect with him, he's always laughing. There's always something very happy. There's no bad memory or anything, you know. The feeling he sends me is always laughing and happiness. So it's not because you're dead on the other side that you are unhappy or you didn't like how you died. It doesn't matter anymore. You're on another dimension, and that's what really matters, how you feel there. And, you know, most of the time they feel very well where they are. And it is the case for this person. So, and she felt that it was warm when you were next to her. She could feel that. That's what I'm sensing. Yeah, so that's the answer. She felt someone warm. Yeah.
That's good.
Would you like to ask something? Would you ask something else?
It was just that when I got there, she wasn't speaking anymore. So, and she wasn't really conscious per se. But when I went out there, I did rub her hand, kept rubbing her.
Yeah, exactly.
Hoping that she would know. At some point, she opened her eyes, but her eyes lit up, but I don't know if she recognized me or not.
She felt you. Now she can say she felt you. She felt that you were next to her. She could feel the warmth. So maybe it's when you touch her hand, or she could feel, you know, like, once again, sometimes you have someone next to you and you feel the warmth of the person. She felt that, even though she could not maybe hear or something, but she could feel the presence. She could feel you were next to her. And that's what matters, if you think about it, you know. She could feel, she didn't feel alone, or like, she felt the warmth. She felt you. She felt that you were here. So she didn't leave alone, if I may say. You know,
she was my mom.
Yeah, I would imagine it was your mom or your grandma, or I would imagine it was someone dear to you. But yes, so what I can say is that, you know, don't be sad, if I may say. That's what she wants to say, you know, and celebrate as much as you can. Celebrate your life. Whenever there's a party going on, that's where she is. She's here. Her spirit is here. So do never forget to celebrate. Once again, the candies, the colors, the Disney movies, all these things are what make her alive around you. And it calls her, it brings her whenever you do that. So now buy a massive bag of candies for Christmas lunch, no more food, just candies. But she likes it. When she sees that, she likes it. So you really have to do that. If you want to really keep the connection or bring her with you, you need to do this kind of thing. That's her world, if I may say. She really likes that. When she sees it, she wants that. She likes that, you know. Dream.
She did have a bit of a sweet tooth.
I can tell, because I can really see the popsicle, the candies, you know, and then the candies with every colors, and very, very much. And this celebration, I would imagine also, when I see the Disney thing, you know, the first thing that came was this castle, which is the Excalibur in Vegas, and what I felt, or like Disneyland. But it's also, I could imagine her, you know, buying things and eating things and candy and, you know, ice creams and things, and liking what the children like, you know. Always going for that thing, like, can I have an ice cream like this little child? Or I could see her, she always kept that in her life, liking things that children like, you know?
She loved children. She had 4 of us.
Yeah, I can see that.
4 of us. And at some point when she was younger, she used to babysit for a living. And she really made Christmas feel magical for us. We had the lights, the tree, the candy, everything was just so sweet. She just
She
made it
loves
really
it.
like
So if you
magical for us.
very much so, that's what she wants you to do. She wants you to remember that, and she wants you to do that to yourself, even if you're alone or if you have very few people with you. Do this year, and you don't have a lot of days to prepare, but anyway, you have 3 days. Buy lots of candies, buy some, lights and stuff. Celebrate Christmas just how she was doing that. She was bringing that to you. Bring it to yourself, and she will be around with you. If you do that, if you don't, she won't come. She wants to do a little fun thing, Put something on TV as well, put some Christmas lights in Paris. So, like I was looking at that recently on YouTube, when they lit all the Paris city recently. It's very beautiful. Put some, even if you don't really have the time to prepare anything, just put that on your YouTube, or, it's very, very beautiful. It doesn't have to physically be like most huge Christmas that you've ever been to, but you can do something, because it brings her around. She really wants you to have this kind of Christmas. All right, that's a message from her.
Thank you so much,
You're very
Raphael.
welcome. Very welcome. Thank you very much for participating to this experiment, because once again, it is a bit of an experiment. It's the second time I'm doing this kind of YouTube Zoom thing with like different people. So it's an experiment. I think it's going to be better and better every Monday as I kind of get more comfortable with doing it on Zoom. But, it seems that it's an interesting process. So thank you for taking part of it.
Thank
And
you.
you're welcome coming any Monday, because once again, when we connect to the spirit, the connection is here for forever. So you come back. I mean, it's here, the connection is here. It doesn't go anywhere.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks very much. And you can come back on Sunday, by the way, for the Tower Live as well. Huh? You're very welcome.
Okay.
Very cool.
Thank you, Raphael.
Stay with us and see what's going to happen with the other guest.
I'd like to go next.
Stanley wants to talk. Okay. How are you?
Good. And you?
Yes, I'm very well, thank you. So as I was saying, we are what we're doing now. People can ask a person that they want to reconnect with, and then I see what vibes I get, what I'm getting, and then I start drawing my beautiful drawings on my notebook, and then we see if messages are coming. If you want to ask questions, so what I'm asking you is to tell me the name of a person you would like to reconnect, and then I see if I'm feeling anything or how it works. If the connection is operating. Yeah.
Name is Paulette.
Paulette?
Yes.
Okay, so let me write it down. The first thing I'm getting is this long log of tree being cut. They have the same size and they're very long and they're being cut. So I don't know if it's a factory or forest or these people, cutting the big trees, and they're all, I don't know, I see all these logs that have kind of the same size, and they're on top of it the other. So that's the first thing I'm getting in connection with her. I don't know why, but that's kind of what I'm getting. All these logs being cut and like they're on top of the other, they're very heavy. I get the smell of it as well. I got the smell of pine tree. And so I don't know if there was a connection with making maybe furniture. It's possible that there were these things were being cut to make furniture, or maybe she was born in an area that, where they were processing wood, but I feel that's an important thing for her. It was very heavy. And that's something next to her. That's the first message I'm getting. I see transporting as well. Things are being transported. The first thing I had before you even said the name, I felt trains as well. Trains or transporting, or there's something about transporting. So I don't know if that speaks to you, but I feel there's a sense of like carrying them around and these logs and always taking the direction, being very straight in the direction with transporting these things. I'm seeing that. Does this speak to you?
I don't have any verification of that.
I can't hear you.
I don't have any information about that.
You don't have any memory of that?
Yeah. Yes, that's true.
But was she coming from a place where they do that? Because that's kind of what I'm wondering. Was she coming from a place where they cut the logs, like in the forest, and where people are like kind of, they were, like maybe a family or business that was doing that, putting these logs and cutting them and processing them, or that doesn't speak to you?
Not to my knowledge.
Who is it?
Not to my knowledge.
Not to your knowledge. Okay, so that's just, maybe I'm not connecting, because that's what I'm getting. I'm getting these logs. It's pretty. it's not very vivid. What I'm getting is not very, the energy is not very strong. And for now, that's all I'm getting. I'm getting these logs, traveling, moving. It's very straight. Like the direction is very like going from A to B. It's, yeah, that's all I'm getting for now. Let's see how, I'm going to talk to someone else and then maybe something else will come to me. But for now, that's what I'm feeling. Yeah. I'm not feeling a huge connection at this moment.
Okay.
All right. Stay with us. I will still, maybe something else will come to me, and then I will get back to you when because for now that's the only thing that I'm getting. I'm not getting something. I see something very strict as well about this person, like very organized and very much, things have to be that way, and they don't want to. That person, I feel, doesn't want to talk too much because they don't want to. I feel that they didn't like to talk too much. They were not like the person that talks like me right now. They were not a person that liked to talk all the time. It was someone, I feel, that was just saying things that needed to be said, like one word at a time, one concept at a time, and very, that's what I'm seeing. Does this speak to you, what I'm telling you?
I can't verify that one way or the other.
Sorry?
I don't have any verification of that one way or the
All
other.
right. It means I must be connecting with someone else and not with this person. But stay with us. I'm going to move on to the next person and see how that goes. And then if something else comes to me, I will tell you. But it seems that I'm not connecting with this spirit for now. All right. But thank you. So I'm going to move to Wendy, I think, was the next person. Who
Yes, hi. Hello. I was here last time, and I'd like to try again.
Yes, I remember.
Beatrice, you had a very nice scene, but it wasn't her, but it was very nice. I liked that. It was a wedding.
I know. So I wanted to remind everyone. So last week, what happened? Because it's a little recap. Like Jan sometimes
right.
with a recap. Now with you, that are coming a second time, we're doing a recap as well. So you wanted to connect with a person called Beatrice, and I saw her with I saw her being a bridesmaid, or I didn't know if it was her or her friends, and they were at a wedding.
Yes.
And it was a beautiful celebration, like a beautiful wedding with beautiful dresses, and there were three. I had like three persons, and we don't know who that person was and who appeared when you wanted to talk to this Beatrice. So we didn't know if it was a friend of hers or if it was something that she attended to. So let me write the name again. Because I thought about it this week, by the way, I was like thinking, what was this wedding thing? And I was like, where did that come from? And so I thought of you this week and of this situation, Actually, I still have the page here. So let me go back to this page and see what is going on there with the wedding. Okay, that was the other one. Okay, Beatrice. Yeah, I still have it here.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's good.
And then I remember. And in fact, I watched something about Venice this week on YouTube, and I remember this tower. Yeah, this tower came again, and I double checked this tower. So actually, there's only one tower in Venice. There's not two. There's only one. But that tower, I remember, was a very important factor. And once again, I saw it this week. And the names that came back, yeah, now I have it. I had Sophie or Simon. I remember that because I wrote it.
Sophie, yes.
Yeah, Sophie. I had this name coming, or Sophie or Simon. We weren't sure. So let me see tonight if I'm getting something else from Beatrice. Because I want to laugh a little bit. I feel that this person maybe was funny and maybe liking to trick people and say and kind of make jokes. Would that be, because I feel like it's someone who like to say stories, and make
No, not her. Someone else though.
Sorry?
Not her. No, she wasn't a joker. She never joked about anything.
So that's very bizarre.
No, could be somebody else who likes jokes.
Because I feel
a man, but not a female.
No, I feel like it's a female that wants to. I feel that someone is trying to trick me and kind of say, a kind of a fun person, a fun spirit that wants to talk to you, a fun person.
Well,
yeah.
Any clues? But I don't know who that is though.
No, we're gonna try for 2 years, like.
Yeah,
like in 2 years, we're like, who was that person?
Right. Eventually, they'll identify themselves, right?
Tonight, in the middle of the night, they will wake you up. Me.
You give me some clues here.
I know, I understand. So I don't know. I have to say with this Beatrice, I must be wrong. I connected with someone else, and I really felt this wedding, this celebration. Let me just see what Why did I get that? What I was thinking of her. Could have she been organizing that wedding?
No.
Okay.
But there could be some significance. Can you ask her a question? Can you ask the person?
Yes,
are you able to?
let me see. Yeah, that's a good question. So let me reconnect to this wedding thing, because I think this person wanted you to get married or to celebrate. I remember this person really wanted you to have that.
Right, but what are we celebrating? I mean, there are celebrations.
Wedding. It's a wedding. It's a wedding celebration. It's like people getting married. I remember.
Right.
They were carrying the dress. There was this big dress. And they were carrying the dress, and it was a very beautiful wedding with these things that look a bit like Venice, this tower that they have in Venice. So
yeah, that sounds nice. I know you said Italy, right? You said Italy. I like that.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I was drawing these towers. So let me just refocus with her. Now I'm getting another thing in connection with Beatrice. In the market, when there's apricots and fruits on this stand, when you're buying apricots and fruits and picking them, like at the market, you're picking different things. So I don't know, that speaks to you, but I see someone picking different fruits and selecting them, and that's a complete different image that's coming to me now. Selecting different things and putting them together, and I see someone doing that with their hands, like kind of like putting things together. Selecting things and putting them, and fruits. And so I see someone doing that, picking, maybe. Does it speak to you?
No, but it sounds nice. I like fruit.
I got all kind of things, but I
like fruit.
Yeah, no, I see.
Well, can you ask the question? This week is very significant. Can you ask are you able to connect with her to see if she can give evidence of why this week is significant to her? Let
me see where this week is. But the thing is, I feel I'm not connecting to her. I feel I'm connected to all the spirits around you, but her. And I'm wondering why. I'm like, that's why I'm wondering. But that's why.
All right, then I guess she's not here tonight.
But I think
we'll try that. No, she wasn't here last time either. No, we'll try another night.
We're not connecting with her. But let me see a little bit. Let me concentrate a little bit, okay?
Okay.
You are all here, and it's a bit disturbing to have like people waiting and watching. So let me see. Let me concentrate a little bit. After all, I can just like relax and like concentrate a little more. Okay, I see that. I see a knife and something pointy. That's, I don't know, maybe cutting something or cutting. I see cutting something. Yeah, again, now I get something. Now I get a pair of scissors and like cutting something. You're cutting something. So yeah, that's what I'm getting. For on what that would be special this week. I see cutting something with the scissors, cutting or with a knife, stopping something, cutting something. Yeah.
That does. No, I don't know. That does.
Well,
no, that's not. You're closer to the wedding for this week, but not my wedding.
No. So apparently I'm not connecting. I have to say.
No. Okay. Well, it's worth trying again. Give it some more thought. Maybe she'll come through another day.
Maybe she will, but
whoever that other person is, I guess she's not coming through. But whoever someone else.
Yeah, but I feel I'm not connecting with this Beatrice. Sometimes you want to connect with the spirit and they just didn't want to talk to me or talk to you. It happens sometimes.
Well, is there someone else that you can pull up? Is there someone else who wants to come through? Can you ask that question?
No, usually how I do is like I get more like a name of a person and then I see if I can establish a connection. Just like we did before with Mattia, it was more clear, and it was very, I could connect very well. But some spirits, maybe Beatrice doesn't like me and she doesn't want to talk to me. That happens sometimes. And she would like to talk to another medium. No, it happens, it happened to me once.
Really? They pick who they want to come through? Is that
what
they do?
They don't want to talk to everyone, it depends. Sometimes they won't, sometimes they don't.
I think she would like you though.
Why is she not coming?
I think she would like you. Because you're very, cheerful. She would like that.
Yeah, but I don't know. It seems that once again, I think to get back to that whole thing, it was very much the wedding that was the important thing. The girls carrying the dress. So I really felt that there was a message about you going to wedding or you getting married. But I really felt that to me. That's how I would translate it. But
okay, we'll wait and see. I'll give you one more name that I didn't give you before. We'll try.
Let's try. Exactly. Harvey. Okay, let me see now with Harvey.
See if he wants to come through.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see. Absolutely. Let's try someone else. We are here for that. We are here to experiment and see who wants to come and who doesn't. So,
That's right.
exactly, you know. Okay, I got fishing. I got fish now. What is this? Okay, I've got fish. I'm doing fish right now. So this person, I feel there's some fish. I see a lake as well. I see a lake. I see some fish. I see fishing. I see something pointy again. Yeah, because this is what I'm doing with the fish. This person, I feel there's a sense of precision with them. They like things that are precise, you know, quite precise, quite, you know, things have to be put in the right place and with this kind of precision. I'm sensing that about this person. And this shape as well is important. Okay, so that's what I started with that, you know, it was kind of like drawing a fish. I see this very precise with the hands. They could do things with the hands. I'm feeling, you know, a sense of precision with the hands, being able, very, very good with the hands, very tactile. I'm feeling that they could do a lot of things with their hands, maybe even knitting. I don't know, but I'm feeling like something with my hands, like someone who was very good with the hands, with could do anything with their hands, but if it was precise and like very putting things together, adjusting things together, I'm sensing that. Precision. I'm seeing that. Does this speak to you? Someone who was like,
well, can you get his personality? Any way you can get his personality that could identify him?
Okay, I feel like screwdrivers as well, like being able. So personality, what I feel is like someone who really needed things at the right place. You know, they didn't want things to be, if it's 20, it's 20. It's not 18.75. It got to be like 20. It's very much with the numbers, I feel as well. This person was very precise. There's like one for you, one for you, one for you, one for you. I see this kind of sense of being very equal, being able to be, you know, very calculating the right amount for each person, for each one. So I don't know if that speaks to you in terms of like mental, his mind, but like someone who was always very fair, equal, never being, you know, never giving more to one person than to another, and also always straight to the point, you know, in the right. I'm not finding my words tonight, but I feel like someone who was. A certain kind of a sense of precision, sharp mind, precision, right on the point, you know, never on the side, always like right straight. There's something straight as well about this person. Yeah, good with numbers. I feel good with numbers, with things that are like always right, calculations. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. And someone also that can help when you don't see things clearly. He can bring clarity and yeah, bringing that too, you know, giving good guidance. This person, I feel, had this kind of wisdom, you know. They could see the people for who they were, and they were very precise. Just like when you make a dress, you know, and you have to do it like haute couture, you know exactly how to do it. It's very clear, very precise. He could actually describe people that way, I feel, or feel them or see them that way.
All right. Well, that you just came closer because he was in the dress industry.
Interesting. That's you could have helped me before. Right. I told you with the hands, and you tell me that.
No, because you weren't saying dress. You just mentioned the word dress, so that.
Yeah, because I felt
hands could be anybody, but dress.
No, not because I really felt with the hands. I told you DT.
But he was a salesman, though. He wasn't doing the dress. He wasn't doing the dresses himself. He was selling dresses.
All right.
There's a difference.
There's a big difference, but I do feel he could have done them himself, because I feel he was very, very able to, very good with their hands, you know, probably very nice hands as well, manicured, you know. I think it's someone who had something about his hands. It was very precise, you know. It's interesting because the wedding thing, now I'm wondering about this wedding dress that I felt last time, you know. I don't know if that's in this.
I don't think that's related to him, though.
Sorry?
That's the last time's wedding that has no connection to him.
Okay.
I don't think so. Doesn't
there
sound
was a dress. Everyone was wearing these dresses, you know, the big dress and the bridesmaid. But I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying that, by the way.
Right, right. No, that could, but we don't know who sent that message, though. We still don't know who
Very
that
true.
was.
We don't
Right?
know. We don't know. We don't know.
I like that message, though. You just have to tune in at another time to figure
I
out
know.
what the
But now,
significance of that is. That's the question. Maybe they'll come through to you.
oh yeah. Well, no, maybe I can ask. What was the significance of this wedding that I was seeing and celebrating, and why did I get that? What did they want to tell me? I think it's just that wedding is a memory of a person we wanted to connect. You know, I do feel it was connected to Beatrice, but I don't. Maybe it was her most beautiful memory or something like that. I don't feel like it's a message. I think I was more connecting with a spirit of someone more than someone communicating with us. I feel I was watching a scene, you know, with the wedding.
But it wasn't her wedding, because what you described, she didn't get married in that kind of environment.
Right.
So I think it has a different significance.
Yes, possibly. Yes. But it's not precise enough right now on my end to be able to tell you.
Right. So give it, hopefully it'll come to you another
I
time.
hope so. Absolutely. Yes, I do hope so. But now tell me about Harvey. Did you want to ask this person anything, or is there something?
Yeah, I would like to know if you are in tune with him, can he communicate a message? Because he passed this year.
I understand.
So I would like to know if he has a message.
I hear you. Okay, so let me just see. So I'm drawing something. Let me see if there's something he wants to tell you. There's an arrow. I'm actually writing. I'm drawing an arrow right now. It's like it's pointing a direction. You need to go somewhere. Maybe I think with this arrow that I have, you know, maybe it's an indication that you need to go somewhere. There's a place where you need to go that is perfect for you and that you need to go. So I don't know if you're at the moment you are.
Yes.
Yeah. So you need
That's
to.
true. But where is that?
You need to go to that place. I would say it's north, you know, because the sense of the arrow is like north from where you are. You know, it's like it's a precise place. By the way, it's that one specific place. So it's not like you need to go. It's a one spot or one place that you know already, that you've identified. It's a small place, I feel, and you need to go to that place. There's something there for you, a surprise.
For permanent, or temporary, or vacation, or permanent.
I feel that there's like probably an important person that you need to see there.
That's true. That is true.
Yes. You need to see that person. It's very important, you know, like he really is like.
Yeah, that is true. You're on point with that. I do need to go north to see that person.
Finally.
That's true.
Finally, you're helping me.
Finally.
I know. So there's that thing.
But I don't know. He would know that though. But that's coming from your own psychic ability.
It's a mix. I don't know, but he's saying it. It's not me. No.
Because I don't think he would know that I would want to go north to.
No, he's telling you to go. He said, go there. You need to get that thing, that person. You need to meet that person in there. And why is it important? I think this person is very strong. There's something very strong about this person you're meeting there. And they will give you something. I feel that's why I said there's a surprise. I was kind of joking, but I think there's a surprise in there. You're going there.
I like a surprise.
Yeah,
if it's a good surprise.
Gift, I mean, this person is giving you something, and I'm just trying to see. They're giving you something heavy. I don't know why. Something.
That's a mystery.
Yeah.
I'll make a note of that in case that should happen. But I'm not traveling because of the virus now. You know, we can't. That's the only thing.
Yes. But you know, you will wait a little bit, but you need to go there. It's almost like a magnet, you know, this person for you that you are meeting there. You need to meet them. It's very, very important. He totally approves for you to go there. This person, Harvey, and he wants you to go there because there's something there that you need to get. It's very important.
And I haven't met that person yet, the one that he's talking about.
I feel that you and this person is like magnets, you know. It's like
that's pretty good. I mean, if it's a good magnet.
Yeah. It's like, yes, absolutely. And have you met this person yet?
Or is that the wedding that's coming because of that?
No.
That's
no, but there's a strong attraction. I mean, with you and this person, there's a strong attraction. You have to go there, basically. I think it's north. It's more north. And let me see what I'm seeing from there. I can't tell you the name of the place exactly. It's
any clues about the person? So I would identify that.
I was kind of like connecting with the place, but I just give you a name of a place, but really I don't know every city, you know, in the world.
All right, throw it out.
But no, I'm telling you, the name I have is something. But once again, I don't like to say name because maybe it doesn't
Well,
exist.
say it anyway. Why
Okay, I will
not?
say it exactly because that's great.
That's
I wrote
fine.
it. Something like Harrington.
Oh, okay. I'll make a note. I never been there, wherever that
Me
is.
neither.
So I'll make a note of that.
Yeah, Harrington, something like that. Harrington. Yeah, that's what I wrote. So
Oh, okay. I'll
yes.
keep that in mind and let
So
you know.
this is a message from Hari, by the way, that you need to go there, get that thing in there, meet that person in this town or city that's called Harrington. That should be in the north. So it's a little bit of a treasure hunt.
That's right. Well, I like that. I'm open to that if it's a good thing.
Too. Especially if you tell us exactly when you went. And yes. And I wanted to say as well that when you are a psychic or a medium as well, you can connect with spirits, and spirits can tell you a lot of things, by the way. They can actually connect with other spirits and talk to you. And so sometimes they have, and I don't use it very much. What I usually do, I connect with spirits and see, validation, if the spirit is in there, and if they're connecting. But spirits can also tell you things. You can actually ask a spirit, oh, can you tell me what's going to happen next month in my life? The spirit can tell you. I don't use that very much. I actually don't use it at all. But spirit like this one seems to be telling that to you. They want you to go there, meet this person, and there's something heavy for you there. It heavy, that kind of heavy, like a crystal or something heavy. I feel like something lead or something heavy for you that is there for you.
Oh, okay.
It would give you something, and I see this heaviness. I don't know why, but it's heavy. It's a heavy thing, like a stone or something.
But it's a good thing.
Or a big box. Yeah, it's a surprise. It's almost like a treasure. It's something good that's in there. That's why you need to go.
Oh, okay.
And it's a precise place. I feel like the person or where you're going is very, very precise. It's not like going to New York City. It's like going to New York City in that one store, where you get the cronuts or whatever cake or that everyone knows, it's that one thing. It's quite precise where you're going.
It's not New York, you're saying, because that's where I'm from.
I understand, but I feel
so it's not.
No, what I'm saying is it's not like if someone tells you go to New York, it's very vague. New York is very big.
Right, that's true.
I feel it would be a very specific place where you're going. It's north, and I feel it's like that one little shop in that one little corner, that one little city. It's precise.
Oh.
Not just like New York or Vegas or LA. No,
it's a smaller city.
Oh, it's a smaller spot at least. It's a thing that's known. It's almost like a landmark, I feel.
Oh.
Right now, I just had this, how is it called again? Where people go to the beach sometimes from New York, actually.
Yes.
How is it called? Not the Hamptons. There's another place where they sometimes go. It's not too far. Is it an island or something?
I go to Jones Beach.
No, but this is not the one. I mean, there's a place where sometimes people go on vacation. People from New York go there, but I forgot how it's called. It's an island. It's not in New York. It's a little bit, it's on the coast, but maybe
Bahamas?
No. It's still on the US side. How is it called again? You can have like a lot of seafood in there. It's very pretty. I completely forgot the name of it. But
Fire Island?
Which one?
Fire Island?
No, it's further. It's kind of I have to find the word. Say it again.
Martha's Vineyard in Massachusetts?
No.
That's closer to New York.
I think there are seals in there as well. You have seals and stuff. How is it called again? It's a pretty little place where people go sometimes on vacation. What is the name? It's quite nice, actually. But anyway, it will come back to me. I forgot the name.
Yeah, maybe we'll come back. I'd like to know where that is. That sounds nice.
Yeah, it's very nice place. I haven't met yet, but yes, it's very pretty. Well, Wendy, I hope I was able to bring you a little bit.
Well, you're getting closer. Yeah, at least it's nice. It's something if it's true, it's nice to look forward to.
Absolutely, and please come back next Monday because
you want to try again next week. Okay.
Of course, yes,
maybe.
Yeah, because for me, it's a bit of a challenge as well, because usually what happens when I do a consultation, I have one person, we're just together, nobody's watching, it's very kind of private and stuff. So this is another type of thing that I'm experimenting. Once again, that's what I'm doing at the moment, with YouTube and Zoom. I started recently to experiment this kind of thing, and I find it interesting, a bit challenging as well, with the work I do. But I think it helps me taking risk as well, because obviously I'm showing myself, so if I make mistakes, people could think,
well, no one's perfect, but you have to. I guess it takes practice.
Absolutely, it's practice, and it's something new for me. So thank you for taking part of it. And
Okay, thank you for trying. I appreciate that.
we'll do more of it. It's a pleasure. It sounds really great.
Okay, I'll see you again.
Thank you, Wendy. Absolutely. And now we have Jan. Jan,
Hello.
hello. How are you today?
I want to tell you I caught hot guy in this terrible lie.
Today we don't talk about hot guys. Today we talk about spirits.
No, but I just wanted to tell you. But I have somebody. I couldn't wait to tell you. I was like, oh my God, Raphael is right.
All right, you broke up with a person who was because on Sunday there's another show and Mattia knows it.
No, I know. I've got somebody. Yeah. I've got somebody in mind.
All right. Okay. So tell me now. Let's connect to spirits. Hot guys will be for next week or something, but right now it's spirits, por favor.
Wallace, and we called him Wally.
Okay, so let me see. Yes. So Wallace, and you call him Wally. Okay, so let me see. I've got water coming up. I've got the ocean. I've got the boat on the water. That's what I'm doing on the boat. This person I feel was a very, I feel comfortable in the body, very relaxed with the body. I'm seeing this kind of relaxed, another person that is stressed, very relaxed with the body that's kind of like a bit like a bear, kind of. I'm not saying that person looked like a bear, but when you imagine the bear in the cartoon, that's kind of like kind of waking up. So I feel this person had a kind of a soft body thing. I don't know why, but I'm feeling very kind of like a bit like a bear. I don't know. I'm feeling this bear kind of vibe to this person. Yeah, that is kind of almost a little bit lazy, a bit like I don't know if that speaks to you, but that's what I'm feeling. I almost feel this sound like in this Disney movie Baloo, a little bit like this sound. I'm feeling that. Okay.
Okay.
You're like, okay, yeah, that's all. So someone who's not stressed at all, calm, very much like, don't worry, it's all good. I'm feeling this kind of thing from him as well, like very, very relaxed. I think, and the water around, I see these little boats on water. The voice quite low as well. I feel kind of a low voice with this kind of vibration that's quite low. Not like a beep, 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 not like that. More like, wow, yeah, cool, a little bit like that. Does this speak to you?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Well, we used to sit on the balcony and talk and watch the boats go by.
All right. Okay. So I get that. But because I think this person maybe came from a place where there's water, I don't know. I feel somehow, once again, I'm not sure, but I feel maybe places like Hawaii or, I feel there's this.
Hong Kong.
Sorry?
Hong Kong. We're an island.
Hong Kong. Yeah. Okay. So that speaks to me. Yeah. And it's not too far from. Yeah. That makes sense. All right. So I feel that. Yeah. Okay. I get it now with Hong Kong. Yeah. With the boats. It's full of boats and it's very beautiful. Yeah. Absolutely.
Right.
Makes sense. Yeah. I didn't even think about it. So that's what I'm feeling. But this calmness of this person, I feel like very calm, never stressed, like if there's a sound, like, everyone is like, but he's like a little slower than everyone is like, I feel like very relaxed, not rushing, no rush, relax, don't stress me. I feel this thing, very much like no stress, take your time. Don't tell me to kind of move too fast. I feel a person that's kind of a very slow pace, but also that would make people very calm. So not talking fast and calm and don't worry, darling. I'm feeling like, don't worry, it's okay. I'm very feeling this kind of thing with the hand. It's okay, don't worry. Slow, take it easy. I'm seeing that from him, and a very reassuring person that reassures you, makes you feel, like, don't worry, it's going to be okay. I feel someone who could hug you as well. Don't worry, darling, I'm feeling all these things from him. And this low voice as well. Maybe he liked jazz. It's possible that he liked that kind of sound, of the jazzy, boom, boom, boom. I'm seeing this instrument as well in the jazz, boom, 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 this,
right.
What I'm talking, contrabass or whatever, when you boom, 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 right. This sound. I'm feeling that as well, like this kind of thing. Do you want to ask a question or something so we can see what?
Yeah. Well, I
Go on.
wrote about him. Well, when I was writing my book, I was really stuck. And
Right.
then I started writing about him, and then my book came. So I don't know if he knew I wrote it, or he helped me write it, or what does he think about it?
All right.
Like,
Very good question. Yes. Let me see. I totally understand what you're asking. So I feel somehow, he might be one of your guides. We all have guides. As I was saying, I have this lady behind me that always likes fragrance and stuff around me. So I put it sometimes and she connects with me. He could be like you. He's a bit like almost like a dad figure, I feel, to you almost, like almost something like a parent. He has your back. He's behind you. I feel he's very much behind you, very much caring about you. So regarding the book, I feel that he's proud of you in a way, he's very much like almost like your dad when he's proud of you, or granddad, or someone a bit older than you, and he's very proud of you. And that's what I'm sensing from him. He really supports you in that, in what you're writing. And I'm really feeling he's really behind you. Yeah, he feels a connection with you. That's what I would say. I really feel that he's behind you on that. So
great.
he
But
has
he
your back.
wouldn't be my dad or my granddad. He died really young.
No, I understand, but I feel that the energy he has, I'm not saying it's your dad, but he has this very father energy. I don't know, for some reason. I feel it's someone that could be very the guy that when someone is like crying a little bit, or he's going to be the one who was reassuring, or if someone's not sure, not worried about something, he's the one who's behind, whether he was young or old. It's not really, but that happens actually even in high school. You have people that are the one where when something happens, they will be, okay, don't worry, even if they're the same age, but they're the one that are always here. They always have like kind of an older soul kind of thing. So anyway, regarding of your book, I feel that he's behind you. So let me see, is he aware that you were talking about him in the book? I don't know. I can't answer this question for some weird reason. I don't know. What I see more from him, what matters to him is more that he's behind you and supporting you in what you're doing at the moment. He really has your back. He's behind you. Does he care that the book was about him or that you wrote about him? That's another story. I don't think that is what matters really.
Okay.
What matters is that he supports you in what you're doing very much. He's very behind you and very, he's with you. He's very much behind you. Yes. And maybe this sound that I was getting with this contrabass, or no, it's not called a contrabass, but like this boom, 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 like this thing. There's something about the music, that I feel is good for you in connection with writing, or with talking about him, or I feel he had a connection with music, that's very important.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, and that you can use, there's something with your book about that, or maybe you could be inspired by this music when you write the book, or talk or see musicians or instruments. But there's something like that. I feel that that he would really like if you mention it, talk about music, talk about musicians, all this environment. Jazz, I felt I had a jazz thing. I don't know why, but maybe because of the sound I'm getting and the low voices sometimes in jazz. Not everyone has a low voice in jazz, but there are sometimes, black guys with a low voice when they sing in the jazz. I have this typical type of voice. There's also women who have very high voice, it's a mix. But yeah, that's important. And also I think the message for me is very much to stay calm, to stay, don't worry too much, don't overdo everything, don't run everywhere, you don't have to train to catch, take your time, and everything has to come from a place of being relaxed. That's kind of his philosophy. Okay. That's why he's like, really no rush, take your time, take your time to write everything. There's no rush. You don't have a knife under your throat, It's not how you should be writing it. That's very much the message from him. Yeah.
Does he have anything to say about how he died?
I feel something about strangle. I don't know why, but I feel something about the neck. I feel something here, like, I don't know why. It's very strange because the connection I have with him is very much, it's almost like if I would take the connection I have with this person, it makes me feel very calm and relaxed, almost like if I took a sleeping pill or something. It's a slower energy than mine. It's relaxing me to be connecting to him. I don't know why. But the first thing when you said about how he died, I thought something about the throat. like couldn't breathe or something, a problem here, like I felt something like that. I felt something here that couldn't breathe because something kind of blocked his throat. That's what I'm.
Right.
Yeah.
He died of a heroin overdose.
Right. Maybe that's why I feel this calm thing, because heroin does that to people. They're very much like, yeah. So I feel like it felt like he couldn't breathe. He was blocked here.
Yeah,
at the
I think
throat.
so.
Yeah.
But he's okay.
Yeah, because what I'm feeling again, everything that I'm feeling is very calm. And he doesn't want anyone to worry. He's really not worried where he is. I feel like it's very much this calm, yeah, he's very well where he is. There's absolutely no worry. He just wants everyone to stop stressing about everything. I think whenever he sees everyone running everywhere and kind of, he really doesn't like it. He can't stand it. He doesn't like this. This is a spirit that will never be in the supermarket, or when people are screaming at a concert of, I don't know, Lady Gaga or whatever. He doesn't like that. Things needs to be very like. I think the reason also why he couldn't be very happy sometimes on Earth is because everything was going too fast. He was in a different pace. I think he maybe would have been happier, not living in a city. I think the city was not a good thing for him.
Right.
He did not deal with the beat of the city. He had to be in a place that was more slow. He was unhappy in a smaller place, maybe at the countryside or something or maybe at the ocean, but like in a lost island somewhere with not too many people, where things are simple, you can relax. So yes, that's where he is now, if I may say, away from the craziness.
Okay, that's good.
Yes.
That's good.
Yes, very much. Yes.
I was scared it was bad.
What did you say?
I said I was scared it was gonna be bad because he
No,
died.
no. He's in a good place, very much. And all the image I have are very, very nice, very nice, very, very nice. He's very, and I feel he's not alone as well. I feel he's surrounded by other good spirits like him. He's not alone in there. I feel like he's very calm. He needed to be liberated. It was too stressful, the life for him where he was. He needed to be delivered, if I may say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's yeah. So he's not in a bad place. He's in a good place, and he has your back. He's behind you. Whenever you are stressed, think of him. It should make remember the energy he had, which is very kind of peace. Just chill out. Reconnect with the earth, not like the craziness of the sky and the, reconnect. Watch the water.
Okay.
That's what I'm feeling. Right. Yeah, a beautiful spirit. Very, very, very nice, calm. Yeah, I like it.
Okay.
All right.
Thank
Wonderful.
you.
Well, that was the end of our little Monday show. So I hope I was able to reconnect you with different spirits. Bye. Yeah, bye. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you, Mattia. Do your Christmas celebration and put the lights and eat a lot of candies. I will do the same.
Thank
because
you,
why not? Thank you very much. You can come next Monday. You can come Sunday as well for the Tower Live. It will be great to see you. Meanwhile, happy holiday. And I'm going to say thank you very much. And I'm going to say bye to Wendy as well. And we will reconnect all.
Yeah, goodbye. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you as well. And then we will reconnect next week, I guess. And we will find out where is Beatrice? Por favor, Beatrice. We will try to reconnect and see the wedding and keep looking. So thank you very much. And then I will see you next Monday. And thank you for watching. And we will pursue this amazing experiment in the world of spirits and different dimensions. You take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks.